Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew. I'm here with Brendan. We're about to go see the movie The Hangover Part 3. And
oh!
Jesus, man.
Oh, you asshole!
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, you bitch! Where did you put in my nachos?
Oh, man, not again. That was...
Where's my Mickey's, bitch? Oh, shit!
Jesus.
Where you going, pussy?
I'm out of here, man.
Oh, shit! Where the fuck is Chow? You son of a bitch! Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 here. I'm with Andrew.
Yeah, what?
Where the hell have you been?
Recovering from surgery, but I'm back. I'm alive. This guy tried to kill me.
Yeah, there was something that, me and him did together. It made...
What? What? No.
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened. We didn't try to do anything. I lost an arm wrestling match. It almost tore my rotator clean off. That's what happened.
You may think this is Waddles, but Waddles.
Okay, knock it off, man. We got a movie to review.
Okay, what movie did we see? The Hangover Part 3. Yeah, I guess I'll give the quick synopsis about the film. If you guys all know, the last film, they went to Thailand. The first film, they went to Las Vegas.
Yes.
All the craziness happened. Part 2, they went to Thailand.
Yes.
The same kind of shit happened. But in this one, it starts off in Thailand with, what's that guy's name again?
Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow breaking out of prison. And then you come to find out that John Goodman is pissed off at him and wants to get the thing that Chow has stole from him. John Goodman's character, the bad guy of the movie, has to get him back, and the only way he knows how is to get the regular guys from the franchise.
Because who knows Mr. Chow better than the Wolfpack?
Yeah, the Wolfpack. So that's how they, that's pretty much the story is about the Wolfpack having to find Chow.
Gotta find Mr. Chow.
To bring him to John Goodman's character.
Yes.
And then all the craziness that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
That's the simplest way I can say it.
Yeah, and so I mean, based off of that, you kind of get the idea of the story, but you also realize the situation is a little bit different. Like Brendan said, the first two, Thailand, and there's a wedding kind of involved, and then the first one, wedding involved in Vegas. This one, not really a wedding involved.
Yeah, like it's not exactly like the second one, because when you watch the first one and the second one, you're like, it's the same shit, but just in Thailand. This one, it is different, and there's only about like 20% of it takes place in Vegas.
Yeah, and the thing that I'm happy about with this movie is, what I didn't like about the second one was it was the same formula as the first. It was like this, we wake up and oh my gosh, like put the pieces together. And it was really funny in the first one because it was kind of fresh.
Yes.
Second one, it was kind of like, Home Alone in the way that the sequel is just like the first one with just different pieces put into this formula. So I'll give them that this one, it breaks that formula, but this new story didn't really work for me. What did you think?
It didn't work for you, but it started off okay with like Chow busting out of the thing. Like, okay, the guy that plays Chow is funny, but it felt like it was his movie a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
It's cool to see him in little pieces and things, like in and out kind of things, but he's in this thing. Because I guess they probably tested all the other movies, like, oh man, that guy's awesome, we want him in more of it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's what happens in this one.
Well, it's kind of like, it's like a lot of movies where, like Stifler, for example, he's just a normal character, and then every sequel, he's got more and more dialogue to where it's almost like American Pie, The Wedding. It's like a Stifler movie. It's not even about the wedding. It's about him, how he can fuck it up.
But the thing is, I like Sean William Scott.
Yes, but my point being, it's like this one, it's like Ken Jeong, I think was his name.
Yeah.
He pops up in the first one, small part, and he was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, crowds love him. Let's give him more of a part in the second. And then the third one, it's like, holy crap, now this movie's so much about him, and he's not even funny anymore because he's not even the type of character that he was originally. And it's such a watered down version of it that I was just like, okay, like, when's this movie going to get started?
But he does have his moments, okay? He does shine a little bit in this movie, but he is really, like we're trying to say here, overused.
Yeah, and in my opinion, that's a good, for me, that explains the whole movie, overused.
Yeah.
I laughed here and there, but it just, there's points where like, I thought, okay, the movie's going to pick up, it's going to pick up. And then I thought we're going to have a big ending or at least some kind of like pop in there.
Yeah, like after the movie, we both said the same thing to each other. Where the hell is Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike Tyson kind of makes the little bits that he's in the first one and the second one. I was really waiting for him to have a little part in this, and he wasn't there.
Especially
not even after the credits.
No, and speaking of the credits, they even play the song that he's kind of famous for now, like the Genesis or Phil Collins song. They play that in the credits. So you're kind of like waiting, okay, maybe he's gonna pop up at the end. No. So for some of you that were maybe expecting it, because we know that some of the older characters came back, which they did, they failed to, bring
Yeah,
Mike Tyson back.
Heather Graham and a couple other people. They even brought that one girl, lady that's really hot right now, McCarthy.
Oh, yeah, Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, you saw it in the trailer.
Yeah, she's funny, but not in this.
Yeah.
It's just kind of lame. Like, it's not her fault. It's just the way the script was and the scenes kind of are. It was just kind of like, what?
I didn't get any of the jokes. I mean, they were so cheap. There was nothing really there. The story was cheap.
I'm not gonna lie. I laughed a few times.
Well, I laughed too, but it was like I mean, there was like two jokes that I thought, like there was one that Phil kind of said in the restaurant, referring to the Thailand, that is like kind of a jab that a lot of people in our theater didn't get. I thought it was hilarious. That was cool. And then a lot of it's just like this weird, oh, Alan's being funny, he's talking like a wankster or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Like, I'm not, I like the other ones, they're okay, but they got so hyped up. Like, I remember when the first Hangover came out at Blockbuster, everyone was like, oh my God, you guys have the Hangover. Oh my God, you have the Hangover. Oh my God, like, when is it gonna come? Like, I need it, I want it, like all this stuff. It was so hyped up in my mind, and when I watched it, it was nothing like that.
Well, the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
It just got overhyped for you, yeah. But the thing, I think why people got excited and what was so great about the first one was, it's just these characters were new. They were kind of like experiencing this weird situation together, and that's how we were learning about these characters. But in this one, it's all assumed that like these different profiles of all these characters, and none of them really changed, and like nothing really happened in their relationship. I mean, technically it did, but I know it's a comedy, and you're like, Andrew, why do you want this character development? But still, there's some freaking good comedies out there that still kind of can throw that stuff at you at a very, easy level. This was just like, it just didn't do anything for me at all.
I liked it. I'm not gonna say I hated it. Like I was enjoying it. I wasn't like going, oh my God, when is this gonna be over or anything. It's worth checking out if you guys like the other ones, sort of.
It's worth seeing. Like if you're a fan of it, like you're probably gonna, and you really like these characters.
Yeah.
I can understand. You're having some laughs and enjoying it.
Yeah, see it in theaters with the audience. It might help it a little bit better. All in all, what would you give this movie from a 0 to a 10?
I give it a 3.
A 3?
Yeah, I give it a 3. Todd Phillips.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the next,
Didn't you say he had like a little quick Stan Lee kind of cameo?
As always, he has a cameo. So kind of wait till you hear R. Kelly being sung. Yeah. And then you'll know.
Speaking of music, before I tell you what my rating is, I like the little use of the Hanson song they had in there at the beginning.
Dude, okay, that's what I was like. All right, here we go. That's great. And
boom, bop,
no.
Boop-a-dop.
And then they kind of, that was cool. But then, and then they raped the 9 Inch Nails song. In my opinion, they totally destroyed it. And it's like, and some people might think it's funny. I didn't.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to give this movie. I'm gonna give it a 5, just because I laughed a few times, and it's not like the first two. You know what I mean? They try to change it up a little bit, and I give them respect for that. It wasn't amazing, so that's why I give it a 5. Every video, we always ask you guys a question. I'm trying to think what the question should be. Do you know what it should be?
I guess maybe what I'm curious about thinking, I mean, even though this is technically the third one, it's not like a sequel, but it's a sequel, is what's your favorite comedy sequel?
Yeah.
We've seen Dumb and Dumber.
Meatballs,
Porky's, I think, is a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot out there.
Porky's has multiple sequels.
That's true. There's a few. Police Academy. So
yeah.
What's your favorite comedy sequel?
Yeah, let us know that. All right, guys, remember to follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box. And me and Andrew got to do some arm wrestling.
No, dude, I can't. No.
Later, guys.